Right, let's get started. I hope my screen is visible. Right? First of all, let me introduce myself. So my name is Bittu Agarwal. I used to work with Amazon before, and currently I'm working with the Geekster, right? And I'm working here as vice president, right? So yeah, this is about me and what we're going to learn in this today's lecture, right? So today's lecture, first we try to understand what is full stack web development, what it takes to become full stack web development. Right? And how we can become full stack web development. Are you guys clear? Are you guys clear? Are you guys clear? Are we guys clear? Yes, no? देखो यार ऐसे मजा नहीं आएगा. देखो मैं बहुत एनर्जी के साथ आया हूँ, राइट? आई वांट द सिमिलर एनर्जी फ्रॉम यू गाइस, राइट? और अगर वो एनर्जी होगी तो आपको भी सेशन में मजा आएगा और मुझे भी मजा आएगा और आपको भी जेन्युइनली लगेगा कि कुछ सीख के गए हो. क्योंकि थोड़ी बहुत नॉलेज तो मैं रखता हूँ, राइट? अमेजोन में काम कर लिया, गिक्स्टर में काम कर लिया, राइट? थोड़ी बहुत तो आई थिंक एक्सपीरियंस की वजह से थोड़ी बहुत नॉलेज आ सकती है. और आई वांटेड टू डिलीवर दैट एनर्जी टू यू, नॉलेज टू यू, बट यू हैव टू इम्पार्ट दैट. यू हैव टू मतलब कम एंड आस्क मी कि भाई बताओ यार, अच्छे से बताओ, राइट? So can I expect a full energy session today? Can I expect a full energy session today from you guys? Yep. Cool. Now I wanted to learn, understand from you, is there anything else you want me to cover? Is there anything else you want me to cover in this session? Is there anything else you want me to cover in this session? भाई कुछ सोच के तो आए होगे यार, ये बता देगा ये बंदा तो मजा आ जाएगा. ऐसा कुछ सोचा था? नहीं सोचा? ओके, रिएक्ट के बेसिक्स जानने हैं. रिएक्ट के बेसिक्स तो नहीं बता पाऊंगा मैं आपको, पर मैं आपको एक बढ़िया रिसोर्स बताऊंगा जहां पे आप रिएक्ट बहुत अच्छे से पढ़ पाओगे. Cloud technology used in full stack. Sure. Here I will discuss what it will take to become full stack developer. Here we'll also discuss something about cloud as well. Anything else guys? Anything else? सुनील बोल रहा है कि जावास्क्रिप्ट का थोड़ा सा बता देना. श्योर, जावास्क्रिप्ट का थोड़ा सा बता देंगे. Anything else guys you guys are expecting? कोई और एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा है क्या? किसी को जॉब का भी एक्सपेक्टेशन है क्या कि जॉब के बारे में भी सर थोड़ा बहुत बता देना? नहीं, सबको पढ़ाई करनी है. ओके, सूर्य इज आस्किंग हाउ टू गेट अ जॉब एज फ्रेशर. ये भी इसके बारे में भी डिस्कस कर लेंगे. एनीथिंग एल्स गाइस यू गाइस आर एक्सपेक्टिंग? जल्दी से बताओ, 1 मिनट के अंदर, ज्यादा टाइम है ही नहीं अपने पास, वरना बाकी लोग बोर हो जाएंगे. एनीथिंग एल्स यू गाइस वांट मी टू डिस्कस? इंटरव्यू डेटाबेस सिस्टम, ओके, जेएस का डॉम मेथड और रिएक्ट का थोड़ा बहुत. ठीक है बुशरा, वी कैन डिस्कस दैट, राइट? देखो बहुत ऐसा मतलब अब मैं आपको कॉन्टेक्स्ट बताने की कोशिश करूंगा, राइट? ये सारे डाउट्स हैं आप अपने रखिएगा और मुझे लगता है कि इन सब पे मैं एक अच्छी एडवाइस आपको कर पाऊंगा, राइट? सो या आई ट्राई टू कीप इन इंग्लिश ओनली. कूल, सो लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड, राइट? तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज दिस फुल स्टैक वेब डेवलपमेंट, राइट? फुल स्टैक वेब डेवलपमेंट है क्या? मतलब व्हाट इट इज. So full stack web development is nothing but, I think my screen is visible properly to everyone, right? So it is nothing but front end plus back end plus databases. right? So अब ये भी like this is also a jargon thing, right? कि what is front end, what is back end, what is database. To teach one thing, you are actually making it three different things, right? So this won't be the case. Don't worry, right? So we'll try to understand everything, right? So the first thing is front end. If I'll go to this google.com and if I'll search Google, can you see there is this home front end page, right? Can you see this page? I can interact with this. I can search anything. I can search hello, and I got something. So whatever I'm interacting with in front of me is nothing but front end. Are you guys clear? Are you guys clear? Anything you see on your browser is front end. Are we guys clear? Are we guys clear? Are we guys clear? Point number two. Point number two. Can you give me a few examples of front end? Can you give me a few example of front end? Can you give me some example of front end? फ्रंट एंड के कुछ एग्जांपल दे सकते हो? HTML CSS ये तो टेक्नोलॉजी है जो यूज हो रही है. ये तो टेक्नोलॉजी है जो यूज हो रही है. कार, नाइस एग्जांपल. Anything else? Correct. So any website you visit, every website has front end, whether it is Netflix, whether it is any website, right? Whether it is Amazon Prime, whether it is Flipkart, any website actually is nothing but a front end, right? The first part that you can see is front end. Do we agree? Do we agree? Yep. So whether it is Flipkart, Amazon, Netflix, all these things are what? Right? All these things are what? Front. Now let's understand what is backend. So think about it. For example, when I search, let's say I go to google.com. When I search Bittu Agarwal, मैंने बिट्टू अग्रवाल सर्च किया. Can you tell me what will happen? Can you tell me what will happen? Can you tell me what will happen? बताओ क्या होगा? Correct. So think about it कि आपने basically what is happening here. So you requested some data, right? You requested some data from Google. और वो जो Google ने जैसे ही आपने कोई डेटा रिक्वेस्ट किया, what happened? He sent you back that data, right? So तो कुछ इस तरह का सिस्टम है. देखो ये आपका ब्राउजर है. This is your browser, right? Browser asked, hey, can you send me this data, which is Bittu Agarwal, right? Tell me about Bittu Agarwal. And इस कंप्यूटर ने, इस सर्वर ने, what it did, it sent you that web page. It sent you that web page जो आप फ्रंट एंड देख रहे थे, उसने क्या किया? इसने भेज दिया. Do we agree? Right? डेटा को अभी यहाँ पे भी ऐसा नहीं होगी डायरेक्ट डेटा भेज दिया. What happened here? So you search for Bittu Agarwal. Server said this guy is asking about Bittu Agarwal. Let me get into my database. And let me understand what this guy is asking. Let me search it into database. Let me get that data. Let me process that data. and then database will send it to server, and server will send it back to browser. Are you guys getting it? Are you guys getting it? And this part basically is known as backend. Clear? 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 Yes, no? Yes, no? सबको क्लियर है? समझ में आ गया? फ्रंट एंड समझ में आया? बैक एंड समझ में आ गया? Awesome है. Now, the person who knows full stack, who knows front end, who knows back end, and who knows databases, both are, the full thing is actually considered as full stack. You can take the screenshot or we will be providing you, don't worry. Right? So the person who knows front end plus back end plus databases, this is the person who's known as full stack. Are you guys clear? Are you guys clear? Are you guys clear? Yes, no? मस्त है. आगे बढ़े. आगे बढ़े. क्लियर है? तो हमें फ्रंट एंड पता चल गया, बैक एंड पता चल गया. ऐसे ही कैन यू गिव मी फ्यू एग्जांपल ऑफ बैक एंड? कैन यू गिव मी फ्यू एग्जांपल्स ऑफ बैक एंड? कुछ बैक एंड के एग्जांपल्स दे सकते हो क्या? मुझे कुछ एग्जांपल दे सकते हो क्या बैक एंड के? एनीवन? इतने सारे लोग हैं यार, कुछ एग्जांपल तो दे सकते हैं. प्रोग्रामिंग, ओके. रीलोडिंग द पेजेस, ओके. और कुछ? So yeah, again, the same websites, right? For example, if you'll go to Google, Google is responding us back with some data, right? This is what? Because Google has some server. If I go to Amazon and for example, if I'll search anything, I'll get some data, right? Let me search, let's say laptops, right? So it will give me some data. Do we agree? So all these things actually have servers, actually has backend, right? Are you guys getting it? They are serving us. Is it clear? Is it clear? Is it clear? सबको क्लियर है? मजा आ रहा है? अब देखो जल्दी से समझते हैं. अब नाउ व्हाट आई नीड टू लर्न फ्रंट एंड. लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट आई नीड टू लर्न फ्रंट एंड. क्या चाहिए फ्रंट एंड को सीखने के लिए? कोई बताएगा? क्या चाहिए फ्रंट एंड को सीखने के लिए? क्या चाहिए फ्रंट एंड को सीखने के लिए? बताओ जल्दी से. क्या चाहिए? भाई काफी सही है. You guys already know. So देखो, there are multiple things. So one thing here is HTML, right? What is HTML? Right? For example, have you seen those websites जहाँ पे कुछ भी नहीं होता था वेबसाइट में? It is only black and white thing, right? For example, I'll just say HTML websites and I'll give you one example, right? So I'll go to images. You remember these websites, these simple websites जहाँ पे ना colors हैं ना कुछ है, nothing is here. Yes, remember this? Yes, no? ये तो इसमें तो चलो फिर भी है. ये देखो, can you see this? It has nothing, only black and white text, right? So it is used to define the structure of a website. आपको वेबसाइट का स्ट्रक्चर पता चल जाता है, right? Let me show it as well. Let me show you more. So for example, if I'll go to any website, let me go to google.com, right? और मैं आपको इसका HTML दिखाऊं, देखो क्योंकि ये फ्रंट एंड है तो सारी चीजें हम देख भी सकते हैं. देखो हैकिंग तो नहीं है, बट हाँ इट इज अ इंटरेस्टिंग थिंग. तो कैन यू सी दिस? दिस इज ऑल सिंपल कोड. कैन यू सी दिस? कैन यू सी दिस? कैन यू सी दिस? Yes, no? Yes, no? Now, and one awesome thing I can do, I can change these things as well, right? For example, this Google search, instead of Google search, what I wanted to write, I wanted to write bit to search. I can do that, right? Kyun? Why? Because this is HTML, and in this HTML, somewhere must be written Google search. यहाँ पे Google search लिखा हुआ है. If I change it to bit to search, it will turn into bit to search. Can you see that? क्या हो गया ये? और ये जो हमने चेंज किया, कहाँ चेंज किया? Where we have changed all these things. We have changed all these things in HTML, right? We have changed all these things in HTML. Do we agree? Do we agree? So HTML is basically nothing but it defines the structure of a website. Structure, and you can say somewhat content as well. Are you guys clear? Are you guys clear? Yes, no? सबको समझ में आ रहा है? So it is basic structure of a website. Okay, I think I've already done. थोड़ा सा मुझे I think zoom in करना चाहिए. Right? Now the next thing is, what is CSS? The next thing is, what is CSS? What is CSS? What is CSS? CSS is basically the makeup of website, right? It's a makeup, right? Styling or makeup, right? And its full form is cascading style sheet. So it basically tells, for example, whatever HTML whatever HTML is defined, how it will look, right? For example, let's say you have defined some text. You have defined some text. Now, to that text, you can define what font it should be. You can define what color it should have. You can define what will happen if I'll hover over it. So you can define the makeup of any particular item. It can be text, it can be image, it can be simple boxes, right? And through that, we make very beautiful websites. Isn't it awesome? Are we guys clear with the CSS? Are we guys clear with CSS? Yes, no? Are we guys clear with CSS? सबको समझ में आ रहा है? Now let's understand the third thing. What is this third thing? Let us understand the third thing. What is this third thing? Third thing is JavaScript. Now, what is JavaScript? So, for example, let's say we are a human, right? And we call it soul, right? When the human body meets a soul, it becomes, for example, let's say body plus soul. This actually makes us a human. Do we agree? Do we agree? Do we agree? Similarly, there are websites where multiple functionalities are required, right? For example, when we become human, we'll eat, we will sleep, we will do multiple things. We will, right? We will walk, we will do multiple tasks, right? So same goes here. So there are multiple websites, but the websites are usually static, right? कुछ होता ही नहीं वेबसाइट में, सिर्फ कंटेंट होता था पहले, राइट? पहले क्या होता था? सिर्फ कंटेंट होता था. नाउ फिर धीरे धीरे क्या हुआ कि यार वी डोंट नीड कंटेंट, वी नीड इंटरैक्टिविटी एज वेल, राइट? इट ओके. So it's basically interactivity as well, right? कि interaction कैसे बना सकते हैं, right? For example, think about this web page, right? This web page contain lot of text, right? Majorly the text is static, right? We'll click on some information, we'll get to another page, that information will be showed, right? Nothing interaction is there. But if think about this calculator, if I'll write one, if I'll press one, if I'll press two, something is happening. Can you see this? When I again press few things, something is happening. And on what click, what should happen? Who defined that? It is defined by JavaScript. Are you guys clear? Are you guys clear? All the functionality that you can think of in a website is actually written in is actually written in JavaScript. Are you guys clear? Can you give me few example of JavaScript? I have given you one. For example, I've shown you calculator. We are clicking on a button. It is getting some data is getting showed. If I click equals, it calculates the data and show me there. All these things are being done using calculator. Using JavaScript. Can you tell me some exact functionality where more JavaScript is required? Let me show you. If I go on Geekster's website, okay, no, password will not be the great idea. Right. Let me, for example, think about it. This is the thing. I'm clicking on learn more. Something is getting opened here. I'm again clicking more. Something is here. Again, I'm clicking and there are multiple things. Correct. Right. Even if I'm clicking and it is moving, what is this? This is being done by JavaScript. Are we guys clear? Are we guys clear? If I click on book a seat, something is getting opened. Who is opening that? This is being opened by JavaScript. Are we guys getting it? I have clicked on book your seat, right? And this is getting opened. What is it? JavaScript. Are we guys clear? Are we guys clear? For example, if I'll go to something else, let me go to short courses, right? And if I wanted to do resume course, I'm opening that. How it is being done? This is being done by JavaScript. I can provide some feedback here. Who's taking that feedback? It's JavaScript. All the functionality that you can see in a website is usually being done by JavaScript. Are you guys clear? सबको समझ में आ रहा है? Yes, no. सबको समझ में आ रहा है क्या है जावास्क्रिप्ट? जावास्क्रिप्ट क्या करती है? तो जावास्क्रिप्ट एक जनरली एक लैंग्वेज है जो हमारा ये काम कर देती है. क्लियर है? सबको क्लियर है? Guys, can you hear me? How's the Josh? Is the Josh high? Is the Josh high? Is the Josh high? भाई इतना जोश कैसे कम हो गया? is the जोश high? किस किस का जोश हाई है भाई? जल्दी से बता दो. ये वाला हाई नहीं होता भाई वैसे तो. चलो ठीक है. Is it high? Should we continue? मजा आ रहा है? Should we continue? मजा आ रहा है? Awesome, 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 awesome. Let's continue. अब यार यहाँ पे ना एक बहुत ही awesome चीज आती है. देखो जावास्क्रिप्ट ना इंडिविजुअली सारे काम कर सकता है. पर एक बात बताओ कि क्या हम सारे काम खुद से करते हैं? फॉर एग्जाम्पल थिंक अबाउट इट. वेरी वेरी बेसिक थिंग कि जैसे मान लो आपको किसी को कुछ बात बतानी है. आप किसी को कोई बात बताना चाहते हो, राइट? फॉर एग्जाम्पल लेट से मेरे दिमाग में कोई बहुत सही चुगली सी चल रही है और मैं वो किसी को बताना चाहता हूँ, तो मैं कैसे बताऊंगा? कैसे बताऊंगा? Okay, so I have something in my mind and I want to tell it to someone else, right? I want to tell it to my best friend, right? How will I tell that? कॉल करके, राइट? और अगर कॉल नहीं कर पाता तो मुझे उसे, if I was not able to call him, what I would have done? I would have gone to him, I would have told this and come back, right? But since we have mobile phones, I can do the same task easily. Do we agree? Do we agree? Conversing one on one is a difficult task, right? I'll go to that person, I'll obviously share things and I'll come back, right? Yes, do we agree? So it was a difficult task, but then phone came into the picture and said, hey, you do not need to go anywhere, you can just call them up and whatever you wanted to say you can say. Same. Now there is one better thing in phone as well. We have WhatsApp, we have messages, right? I can chat directly, right? So we can do these things, right? We are basically talking, right? But medium is different. First is very like it will take a lot of time, it will take a lot of work, right? I'll go there, I'll ask. But the second thing is I'll just call them up, right? So phone was the medium with which my work get reduced. Do we agree? Phone was the medium through which my work was reduced. Do we agree? Yes, no? Yes, no? Right. Now think about it. Think about it. So React is what? Basically a phone. React is what? Basically a phone. Right? JavaScript do anything. JavaScript write any functionality. Right? But what React provide? React provide already written code which makes us easy to build a web application. Are we guys clear? Are we guys clear? React क्या है? एक pre-built code है. Pre-written code that makes our life easier while coding. Are you guys clear? Yes, no? सबको समझ में आ रहा है? सबको समझ में आ रहा है? सबको समझ में आ रहा है? Right? So how this code actually look like? So you can actually see the code, right? So if I'll go on GitHub and if I'll search here React, see what will happen. Actually, the whole code of React will come into the picture. Okay. React, and since it is developed by Facebook, I'm just writing Facebook as well. Can you see? Facebook React. This is the whole code of a React, right? So we use this pre-built code, and basically on JavaScript, above JavaScript, this pre-code is already built code is written there, and we will be using this code and we'll be creating website. Are you guys getting it? Are you guys getting it? And you will see properly, it is majorly written in JavaScript. It is majorly written in JavaScript. Are you guys getting it? And I think एक चीज आप समझ ही गए होगे. एक चीज और दूसरी चीज है कि React is developed by whom? React is developed by whom? React is developed by React is developed by. अब तो देख लो, React को किसने डेवलप किया? बोल दो यार, अभी भी नहीं दिखा. Facebook ने. Who developed React? developed is basically React by Facebook slash Meta. Are you guys clear? Are you guys clear? किसने बनाई है Facebook React? Who created React? So initially React was actually created for internal purposes. Like for example, when they built Facebook, right, they actually created the React, but after that they it seems that it is solving a lot of problem. They open sourced it. So basically, let me tell you one more thing. I think you guys will, it will be exciting for you to know. But बेसिकली दिस इज द इंटरनल लाइब्रेरी जो वो आपस में यूज करते थे, क्योंकि वो भी जावास्क्रिप्ट सब जो फेसबुक के डेवलपर थे, दे डू नॉट वांटेड टू राइट कोड फ्रॉम वेरी scratch, right? So obviously they developed the React, right? And obviously there's another thing, that is Angular. Do you know who developed Angular? So Angular was developed by, are you guys getting it? सुना है एंगुलर का नाम? सुना है एंगुलर का नाम? So React was developed by Facebook and Angular was developed by Google. But right now, React is much more famous than Angular. Are you guys clear? Are you guys clear? सबको फ्रंट एंड क्लियर है? Now, do we know? Now, should we get into backend? Everybody, are we clear? Are we clear about front end? Are we clear about front end? Right, Weber. Now let's get into backend. करें backend को start करें? Should we start backend? Yes, no. सबको मजा आ रहा है? सबको समझ में आ रही है छोटी छोटी चीजें? Awesome. Let's get into the backend part, right? So in backend, basically first need to understand, see, backend is nothing but logic. Backend is nothing but logic. For example, you remember I searched on Google and said, hey, give me result about Bitto Agarwal. Do you remember? ये किया था हमने. I searched on Google and said, give me result about Bitto Agarwal. Now what Google did? Google basically searched its database, right, and checked all the result and provided me. Sure, Chaitanya, you will get that, right? Now think about it. What Google did, it searched, it checked, right? It wrapped the data and then sent back to us. What it is basically logics, right? Ki I'll going to get few things, I'll going to get few requests, and I have to serve it, right? So here and here we need a programming language. So here we need a programming language. So now we need to understand what programming language will work here, right? So to understand here, majorly any programming language can work here, right? So majorly any programming language can work here. Here Java can work, here Python can work, here C++ can work. You know, there are multiple systems जो C++ में servers लिखे हुए हैं, right? And obviously there are PHPs there is JavaScript is there. So you can write servers or you can write backend in any language, right? Are you guys clear? R भी है, ऐसे बहुत सारी languages है. R है, Go है, right? So there are multiple language. So there is one R, there is one Go. So there are a lot of languages, right? But the top languages that is being used for servers, top languages that is being used What is the top language? The top language is basically Java, JavaScript. The top language is Java, then it is JavaScript and Python. Are you guys clear? And it has, obviously, why they are famous, we need to understand it. Why they are famous, right? We'll also understand Node.js, Bushra. We need to understand why they are famous. They are famous because it is easy to write server in these things, right? They are famous because you can easily write server. You can easily write server. You can easily write servers in any of these languages. Are you guys clear? Are you guys clear? Are you guys clear? So why it is easy to write? Why it is easy to write servers in Java? Because it has one framework which is called Spring Boot. Why in JavaScript it is easy to write Java backend in JavaScript? It's because it has one library called Express.js. Why in Python it has again some library like Django and Flask. Right? इस वजह से they are very famous, right? And obviously these being supported by multiple people. एक्सप्रेस बहुत सारे लोग सपोर्ट करते हैं, Django बहुत सारे लोग सपोर्ट करते हैं, स्प्रिंग बूट बहुत सारे लोग सपोर्ट करते हैं, राइट? दैट इज व्हाई सर्वर्स आर बीइंग रिटर्न इन दीज लैंग्वेजेस, राइट? या वी आर टेकिंग लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स. आई थिंक मैं उन चीजों के बारे में डिस्कस करूंगा. गिव मी सम टाइम, राइट? तो इन लैंग्वेजेस में हम बेसिकली सर्वर लिख पाते हैं, राइट? और ऑब्वियसली जब हम सर्वर लिख देते हैं तो हमें एक चीज की और जरूरत होती है, वो होती है डेटाबेसेस. तो डेटाबेसेस भी हमारे पास दो तरह के होते हैं. मतलब आई एम नॉट गेटिंग इनटू मच डेप्थ, पर एक होता है आपका रिलेशनल डेटाबेस और एक होता है नॉन रिलेशनल डेटाबेस, राइट? बहुत सारी थ्योरी है, मैं नहीं जा रहा हूँ उसके बीच में. आप एक चीज समझो, एक तो सीक्वल टाइप हो सकता है और एक थोड़ा सा मोंगोडीबी टाइप होता है, जो आपने सुना होगा, राइट? तो मल्टीपल सर्वर्स डेटाबेसेस भी हो सकते हैं. सो ऑल दीज थिंग्स एक्चुअली मेक सर्वर्स, और यू कैन से backends. Are we guys clear? Are we guys clear? Are we guys clear? अब एक बहुत औसम चीज बताऊं. आपने ना क्लाउड वर्ड बहुत ज्यादा सुना होगा, राइट? क्लाउड वर्ड बहुत ज्यादा सुना होगा. सुने? क्लाउड वर्ड किसने सुना है बहुत ज्यादा? क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग, राइट? ये क्या होता है? व्हाट इट इज, राइट? अब देखो, जो जो आपने एप्लीकेशन बना दिया है, जो आपने सर्वर बना दिया है, आपको इसको कहीं पे तो रखना पड़ेगा ना भाई. किसी कंप्यूटर पे तो इसको चलाना पड़ेगा. डू वी एग्री? फॉर एग्जाम्पल, लेट से आई हैव रिटर्न वन कोड. This is a code that I have written. There is some code. I need to run this code somewhere, na? Do we agree? Yes, I need to run this code. Where can I run this code? Either I can run it in my own laptop. मैं अपने लैपटॉप में रन कर सकता हूँ इस कोड को. इस कोड को अपने लैपटॉप में रन कर सकता हूँ. डू वी एग्री? पर लैपटॉप के साथ वी हैव मल्टीपल इश्यूज विद लैपटॉप. एंड व्हाट इज दैट मल्टीपल इशू? व्हाट इज दैट मल्टीपल इशू? व्हाट इज दैट मल्टीपल इशू? If I'll switch off my laptop, my website will shut down. Are you guys getting it? If I switch off my laptop, my code will shut down. I need to again restart it. But what best thing I can do? What best thing I can do, or what other people do? They provide some services, right? For example, Google, Amazon, Microsoft. These guys provide some services, or these services are nothing but computers. So these people provide computers, people provide computers, right? And call it a service or you call it cloud service, right? Do we agree? Do we agree? अब वो ऐसे नहीं करते आपको कि एक तो आपको ऑब्वियसली कंप्यूटर्स तो प्रोवाइड कर ही देते हैं, इसके अलावा दे प्रोवाइड यू डेटा एज वेल कि ओके सो इफ यू वांटेड टू डू सम कैलकुलेशन यू यूज दिस कंप्यूटर, if you wanted to store some data use this storage, right? So they provide multiple services, right? For example, Amazon provide something called Amazon services known as AWS, Amazon Web Services, right? Can you tell me what is the name of cloud service that is being provided by Google? किसी को पता है गूगल जो हमें क्लाउड सर्विस प्रोवाइड करता है उसका क्या नाम है? नो अनंत, नो, यू आर गेटिंग इट रॉन्ग. It is GCP, correct? Google Cloud Platform. It is called as Google Cloud Platform, right? Search करना जाके. And there is one cloud service that is being provided by Microsoft. You know what is it? What it is? You know what it is? Bing? नहीं भाई. Chaitanya got it correct. So it is Azure. Are you guys clear? Are you guys clear? Correct. Microsoft Azure. So, are we guys getting what the cloud is? So we deploy our servers on cloud. We deploy our servers on cloud. Are we guys getting it? And we have multiple cloud service. Major famous cloud services are Amazon, Google, and Microsoft, which is known as AWS, GCP, and Azure. Is it clear? Is it clear? क्लियर है? सबको समझ में आया है? सबको समझ में आया है? Yes, no? Let's come to our third topic. Which is we wanted to discuss how we can become full stack web developer. Right? तो obviously देखो चीजें तो बहुत सिंपल ही है कि full stack developer आप बन सकते हो, right? Full stack developer आप कैसे बन सकते हो? Full stack developer आप कैसे बन सकते हो? Full stack developer कैसे बनोगे बताओ? Full stack developer आप बन सकते हो by learning all these stuffs, right? अभी बोलोगे ना फ्रंट एंड सीख लो, बैक एंड सीख लो, ये सीक्वल सीख लो और बाकी सारी चीज सीख लो एंड यू विल बी बैक लाइक दिस डेवलपर. डू यू एग्री? राइट? बट पढ़ेंगे कहाँ से? पढ़ेंगे क्या कहाँ से और क्या सबसे ज्यादा इफेक्टिव वे है पढ़ने का? राइट? तो मैं इसको ऐसे बताता हूँ, देखो मैं इसको ऐसे समझता हूँ, जैसे मैंने पढ़ाई की तो मेरे साथ ऐसा था कि यार मेरे को है ना वीडियो लेक्चर्स देखना बिल्कुल भी पसंद नहीं था. लाइक मैं बोर हो जाता था बहुत ज्यादा. आई नेवर, मतलब मैं यूट्यूब वगैरह मतलब बहुत ज्यादा नहीं देख पाता. राइट? मूवीज वगैरह लाइक आई रिमेम्बर मैंने बहुत पुराने कभी मूवी देखी होगी, बट आई वाज वेरी बैड एट वाचिंग थिंग्स. राइट? आई यूज्ड टू फाउंड इट वेरी पैसिव. राइट? तो मैं ये करता था, आई यूज्ड टू लर्न बेसिक्स. राइट? कैसे ऐसे ना तो कैसे करके बेसिक्स पढ़ लेता था एंड देन आई यूज्ड टू क्रिएट प्रोजेक्ट्स. राइट? आई यूज्ड टू क्रिएट प्रोजेक्ट्स. I used to create projects. I have created a lot of projects, right? मेरे बहुत सारे exciting projects भी हैं. We can discuss about that. But ये जो तरीका है ये मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा पसंद है कि भाई थोड़ा बहुत बेसिक पढ़ो और फिर उसके बाद कुछ बनाओ, कुछ करो. Right? This makes us grasp thing really quicker. Do we agree? Do we agree? Do we agree? अब जब ये प्रोजेक्ट्स भी बनाओगे, अब आप कहोगे यार प्रोजेक्ट्स भी फिर ऐसे बनाते हैं ना जो मेरे को जॉब लेने में हेल्प करे. फिर प्रोजेक्ट्स भी ऐसे बनाओगे जो आपको जॉब लेने में हेल्प करे. डू वी एग्री? ना हो. पर जॉब ले मतलब अब इसमें ना 3-4 प्रॉब्लम्स हैं जो छोटी छोटी स्टूडेंट फेस. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल उसको बेसिक्स के लिए वीडियोस मिल जाती है, पर अगर उसको डाउट आए तो डाउट्स में इश्यूज रहते हैं. देयर इज नो वन हु कैन सॉल्व हिज डाउट. डू वी एग्री? डू वी एग्री? प्रोजेक्ट्स में आपको गाइडेंस की जरूरत होती है और डाउट्स दोनों की जरूरत होती है. डू वी एग्री? राइट. और ऐसे प्रोजेक्ट बनाना जिससे जॉब मिल जाए, वो थोड़ा सा वो एक अलग चीज से आता है. राइट. आई यूज्ड टू गो फॉर हैकाथॉन्स. हैव यू गाइस हर्ड ऑफ हैकाथॉन्स? किस किसने हैकाथॉन्स के बारे में सुना है? किस किसने हैकाथॉन्स के बारे में सुना है? Correct. तो हैकाथॉन्स है ना यार, एक कंपटीशन होता है. व्हाट इज हैकाथॉन? हैकाथॉन इज बेसिकली कंपटीशन वेयर इज द आइडिया इज गिवन टू यू, एंड बेस्ड ऑन दैट आइडिया you have to make a project, right? Should I tell you one instance? Should I tell you one instance? Should I tell you one instance? So I have won multiple hackathons, and in one hackathon, the idea was women's safety, right? और ये जो वुमेन सेफ्टी था, इट वाज वेरी मतलब इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक, राइट? मेनी पीपल हैड डिफरेंट ओपिनियन अबाउट इट. What I have created, I can tell you, I have created something called safety maps. Do you know what is safety maps? देखो, जो हमारे जनरल मैप्स होते हैं उनके साथ प्रॉब्लम क्या है? इट टेल अस शॉर्टेस्ट राउट. डू वी एग्री? मुझे ए डेस्टिनेशन से बी डेस्टिनेशन पे जाना है. आई वांटेड टू गो फ्रॉम डेस्टिनेशन ए टू डेस्टिनेशन बी. व्हाट विल हैपन? It will give me, it will suggest me the shortest path. Do we agree? Do we agree? But for all the girls out there, for all the women out there, they more care about safety. So we have built a map, right, using Google Map only. Now, instead of showing the shortest path, it used to show the safest path. So it was our idea in one of the hackathon, and we won the hackathon. And after it, basically, when I was being interviewed at Amazon, this project was genuinely discussed and was very, very much appreciated. Right? Yes, no. Is it an interesting project? Similarly, there was another hackathon where there was some another theme, and we have created a project where, for example, we have seen beggars, right? We have seen beggars, obviously beggars, right? And sometimes we feel the beggar who is begging us, like there are small children as well there, right? And sometimes we feel these children are not belong there, right? They must have been got from somewhere else, right? And usually what cases we have seen these children are basically being kidnapped, and now there are some mafias or something like that who are making them beg, right, to earn their bread. So what we have done, we have made an app for Delhi police, where obviously let's say you are going somewhere and you found some guy जिसको आपको लग रहा है, आपने किसी बच्चे को देखा जो आपको लग रहा है कि यार ये यहाँ पे नहीं होना चाहिए था, कहीं और होना चाहिए था, राइट? या फिर ये अपने घर से दूर आ गया और घर से दूर आने की वजह से he has to live that life, right? What you can do, you can just click his photo. Now this photo will be scanned through all the photos that are being there in police directory, right? कि जो मिसिंग वाले होते हैं, and it will be telling us कि भाई ये कौन सा बंदा है, right? So this is the project that we have created for Delhi police, right? Now, from where we get these interesting ideas about projects, we have got it through we have got it through we have got it through कहाँ से मिले इंटरेस्टिंग आइडियाज? हैकाथॉन से. समझ में आ रही है बात? कौन कौन मेरे साथ है? कौन कौन अभी भी सुन रहा है? कौन कौन सुन रहा है अभी भी? How's the Josh? How's the Josh? Is it high? How's the Josh? Is it high? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now you can learn all these things. You can learn all these things by yourself. For sure you can learn all these things by yourself, right? For example, to learn basics, there are really good YouTube channels. To learn projects, there will be different YouTube channels. For hackathons, obviously there are multiple platforms, I can list them, right? But if you want them all at one place, if you want all these things at one place, I think Geekster is a place that you should definitely explore, right? So we basically work on merge stack, right? And we make student full stack, right? And our approach is this only: we teach them basics, we give them assignments and projects, and we also conduct hackathons so that they become actual job ready, right? They actually make project themselves, they do some stuff, right? This way they become full stack developer by doing, right? Not by learning, right? By doing themselves. Are you guys clear? Are you guys clear? Are you guys clear? Right? So yeah, so this was the class that I had. I hope you liked this class. I hope you liked this class. I hope this class was interactive, right? And it was just nice talking to you all. I think now we can open this thing for our further discussion, right? If you have any doubt, feel free to ask those doubts. Do we have any doubt? First of all, how many of you liked the class? How many of you liked the class? How many of you liked the class? किस किस को क्लास पसंद है? किस किस को क्लास पसंद आई? ठीक है, तो हम एक चीज और डिस्कस कर सकते हैं, राइट? ऑब्वियसली आई टॉक्ड अबाउट गीकस्टर, कि आपको गीकस्टर कैसे हेल्प कर सकता है. डू यू वांट मी टू एक्सप्लेन मोर अबाउट गीकस्टर? डू यू वांट मी टू डिस्कस अबाउट हाउ वी टीच, व्हाट वी टीच? डू यू वांट मी टू डिस्कस दैट? Maybe it's fine if you do not want to know, but I think it's a good thing. Like, for example, I just want to show you how Geekster works, right? How Geekster class structures work, what we do, how we do, right? So I think it will be interesting for you as well. So basically we have divided our curriculum into multiple modules, right? So there are multiple modules that obviously you learn, right? Sorry. So there are multiple modules that we have, right? And in each modules you have basically multiple weeks, right? So every module is around 6 weeks, and in every week what we have class, we have main class where we study, right? We have basically booster class, right? Where we revise whatever we have studied, right? And here we basically, what we do lot of assignments, right? We do assignments, all people actually do. Well, this is the class where we learn things, right? And this is the class where we do code, right? And whatever issue we are facing, there is one ex person is sitting there and he will be okay, he will be taking your doubts. तो ऐसा होता है कि पहले ना, मतलब हमने 1 से 1.5 2 घंटे क्लास, 2 घंटे क्लास की, 2 घंटे के 1 घंटे बाद हमने सारे के सारे सबने मिलके असाइनमेंट को सॉल्व किया, राइट? इससे क्या होता है, एक तो आपकी क्लास बहुत अच्छे से रिवाइज हो जाती है, आपके कोई डाउट होते हैं वो वहीं की वहीं सॉल्व हो जाते हैं, राइट? और अगर फिर भी दिक्कत आती है, तो वी हैव समथिंग कॉल्ड कंसेप्ट वीडियोस. सो दीज आर प्री रिकॉर्डेड वीडियोस बाय टॉप इंडस्ट्री पीपल, राइट? और आप कोई भी डाउट है, आप इसमें से जाके दोबारा से पढ़ लो. फिर भी डाउट रह जाता है तो यू हैव डाउट सपोर्ट, राइट? तो ऐसे ही हम, और फिर उसके बाद एवरी वीक यू हैव वीकली टेस्ट. एवरी वीक यू हैव वीकली टेस्ट, जो बहुत ही अच्छे से डिफाइंड है कि क्या पढ़ रहे हैं, कैसे पढ़ रहे हैं, क्यों पढ़ रहे हैं, राइट? और जब आपके वीकली टेस्ट हो जाते हैं, फिर आपका मेन आता है एमसीटी, जो आपने मॉड्यूल में पूरा पढ़ा है उसके बारे में, जो आपने पूरा मॉड्यूल में पढ़ा है उसके बारे में, राइट? और मॉड्यूल में जो जो आपने पढ़ा है उसका हम मॉड्यूल टेस्ट लेते हैं. और मॉड्यूल टेस्ट भी दो तरीके से होता है. एक होता है आपका ऑनलाइन टेस्ट या हैकेथॉन, हैकेथॉन प्लस ऑनलाइन टेस्ट, और यू कैन से ऑनलाइन टेस्ट, और यहाँ पे हम रखते हैं इंटरव्यूज, ताकि आपकी इंटरव्यूज की भी तैयारी होती रहे, राइट? तो दिस वे वी बेसिकली टीच। एंड मतलब अगर आपको और जानना है कोर्स के बारे में, सो ऑब्वियसली यू कैन फिल द फॉर्म विद अस, राइट, एंड वी विल बी कॉन्टैक्टिंग यू बैक। तो कह रहे हैं कि जो एमसीक्यू टेस्ट जो होते हैं यार, वीकली टेस्ट जो होते हैं वो प्रोजेक्ट्स होते हैं। जैसे आपको जैसे एक प्रोजेक्ट हम देते हैं कि वेबसाइट पूरी हम मतलब वेबसाइट बनाने के लिए दे देते हैं जेन्युइनली, और स्टूडेंट एक्चुअली क्रिएट दोज वेबसाइट्स। Sure, Antram. Right. For example, one of our weekly test is basically Mintra website, right? So people go to Mintra, they try to see different stuff, and obviously then they code that up, right? So we have that type of projects. So everything you will be doing here, you will be creating something, you will be doing something, right? You will be coding every day. So we make one, you can say we do one call where which is कि भाई we make sure you code every day and you fall in love with coding, right? तो ये दो चीजों का हमारा मतलब we actually push that thing to our students, and our students also love that. So this is what we teach in our course, right? I hope you liked it. If you have any doubt, we are open for doubts. Otherwise, if you don't have any doubt, we can end the session. I hope you liked the session. Let's meet in another such sessions, right? I'll try to take few more sessions around it, and you will be informed about session. Thanks for having us. Bye. Bye, everyone.